So Special Agent Preston Ackerman joins us in studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have never met a special agent before.
Well, I'm glad to be the first.
So I wanted to be you when I was growing up. So thank you so much for being in here with us. And retail's really changing.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people are going to online shopping, and there's a lot of ways to go wrong.
That's right.
When you're online shopping.
Yes, it's important for consumers to realize that cybercriminals don't take the holiday season off. In fact, they use it to make their schemes more effective. So one of the key things for people to keep in mind, and it sounds cliche, but if something looks too good to be true, it probably is. And we see that in a variety of ways. For example, name brand merchandise being marketed well below its actual value, or a bunch of free gift cards being offered in conjunction with a deal if only they will use that particular vendor.
So on Cyber Monday, when all of the deals were slashed in half, how did we know what was legitimate and what was not?
Well, the key thing is to focus on using vendors that are reputable and trustworthy. So if you're providing your credit card to anybody, or you're personally identifying information, because some of these schemes go for free offers for gift cards or something like that, and they collect a lot of information. Anytime you're providing those things to a vendor, make sure they're reputable. Steer clear of untrustworthy websites.
What is the biggest mistake or maybe misconception you see people make when it comes to shopping or ordering something online?
Well, like I said, a lot of times they fall for a deal that's not legitimate. The other thing is people will click on anything in their emails. Not all of the schemes are just through shopping scams. Sometimes they're through just simply attempting to spread malware and infect users' systems by getting them to click on something related to a deal. Or another great phishing email that we see every year as the holidays arrive is when they receive a message from a reputable vendor or shipping service saying, hey, I'm sorry, we've experienced a delay and your item won't be arriving until December 26th. You know, click here for more details. Well, a lot of times what that is in fact doing is trying to get the user to click on that link, which then infects their system with malware, perhaps ransomware.
Oh, okay.
Something
Good
like
to
that.
know.
Yes.
And so you're talking about some of the red flags here. I know yesterday we also mentioned a story where it said look for HTTPS, right?
Yes.
S stands for security. So what are some other, just very visible things?
Well, that one is important. I would like to point out that that just means that the traffic is encrypted. So a malicious website can also implement
that
that
doesn't
encryption.
ensure safety.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's good to know. You definitely don't want to send that information over a site that's not encrypted. But as I said, making sure that the vendor is actually trustworthy and reputable is very important. That's the top one.
And what do you do? Where do you turn if you know or you believe you've fallen victim to one of these cyber scams?
Yes, that's a great question. If you are victimized by one of these, we recommend first and foremost contacting your financial institution immediately if it involves credit card information or or banking information. Mm-hmm. You got to contact the bank or financial institution immediately. Secondly, the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center is a website. It's at www.ic3.gov, and we collect reports of those frauds on that website. We get over 300,000 complaints a year typically.
Good night. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 'tis the season to be shopping, but also, like you're saying, keep an eye out on those bank statements. And you were telling me before we went live with this interview, you've been with the FBI for 14 years.
Yes.
Do you specialize in this, or is this
in cybercrime? Yes, I investigate cybercrimes of all types.
Okay, and how big of a problem is that here in OKC?
It's a big problem everywhere, as you can imagine, and a lot of times these frauds are promulgated by organized crime organizations operating anywhere in the world potentially. After all, it is the World Wide Web, right? So it's a problem for everybody. Anywhere there's e-commerce, anywhere there's information of value, there's just it's a problem here just like it is anywhere else in the U.S. Another seasonally themed thing that we see, I think that's of note for businesses, is it's not holiday themed, but it's seasonal, and it has to do with tax fraud. And so this is kind of a good time of year to remind people working in HR to be very suspicious if somebody is requesting all of the W-2 information for everybody in a business. So see, that's something that we've seen in Oklahoma as well. That information is then used to commit tax fraud or identity theft.
Other very serious crimes. And I've never fallen victim to a cyber scam. Knock on wood here, but is there anything else I'm missing? Anything else that you'd like to point on about this time of year when it comes to shopping and ordering gifts online?
Yes, one is, I guess, any offer that is requiring you to pay exclusively with gift cards, that's very likely not a legitimate offer. So that's one more red flag there. And then you mentioned having not fallen victim. That's great, but I do like to point out that it really can be any of us. I think a lot of people, you know, some of the early phishing emails, or even today, there are some that aren't very good, that are very easy to spot. But it's important to note that many of these phishing emails are very good, and anybody, smart people, busy people can fall for those at any time.
Professional criminals out there. That's
Absolutely.
what they do day in and day out.